It's time for Football Miami TV's top 5.
Cinco.
How many?
Cinco. 5.
5. Cinco for you guys. This week, that cracks me up. This week, our top 5 is top 5 Inter Miami coaches. Coaches that we would like to see Miami at least consider, for this new franchise.
That's just us, though. If you guys don't agree with us, you let us know.
This is down in the comments below. I want to see a lot of comments as far as what your top 5 would be for Inter Miami coaches. So starting at number 5 is our fan favorite here amongst us older guys.
Oh, yeah.
Ray Hudson. Rocky Ray Hudson from the Fort Lauderdale Strikers as a player back in the 70s and 80s. And then on into the 90s or 2000s, actually, as the head coach of our old Miami Fusion.
And he's the guy that made orgasm broadcastable. What?
You know him now as the broadcaster on BN Sports, covering a lot of the games there. But it'd be awesome to see him roaming the sidelines once again. Sitting at the Miami Fusion games, sitting behind the bench, watching him go crazy was as much fun as watching the actual game.
Yeah, and we actually did interview him when we were at Ultras Alive. So
that break turns into sheer delight, orgasmic jubilation. Have you ever been to Fort Lauderdale Beach?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been in this wonderful Venice of the United States? Who the hell would not arrive in this beautiful Eden, the Garden of Eden I had landed in? It was just wonderful. I mean, it wasn't Cinderella. It was, Cinderella with big tatas.
So it was a lot of fun. It's always great talking to him. And imagine that, the after the games, after games, it's going to be incredible listening to him talk about the games.
They'd be the best press conferences in the league. Mm-hmm. I mean, but again, that is a long shot, but I'd be happy to see it.
That's what we would want.
All right, Ed, what's number 4?
Number 4, guys, is Marcelo Gallardo. And a lot of you guys probably don't know who Marcelo Gallardo is, but he played for DC United back in the day. He played, I think, 15 games. He didn't play that much, but he knows the league. And right now he's playing, he's coaching for River Plate, which Fernando Ferrer, our good friend, he'd be really ecstatic about the idea about him being the coach. So, but he's got a lot of experience, and I think we think that's very important for any coach that wants to, be in MLS. So you need to know the rules on all these designated, player rules and blah, blah, blah. So, I think he'd be good.
Yeah, he's got the MLS experience. He's a hot young coach in Argentina, and I know that I saw in several places that fan favorite maybe. So people want him, ties to the local Latin community, very important in Miami. So I think really good. Number 3, Bruce Arena.
Another great coach, I think. He's got a lot of experience with MLS, and which is something I think that's very important.
He's unemployed.
He's unemployed, no job. So hey, he probably can he probably wouldn't be that expensive, hopefully. But like we said, he's got a lot of experience. He's got championship experience. He coached the U.S. men's national team. So here's a guy that needs a job. So let's get it going, guys.
And to me, he's a big ego. He himself has a huge ego, and he knows how to coach big egos. So he's got a lot of experience in MLS and with the national team, and so he's worked with some big names in LA. So he knows how to handle the big egos of a designated player, the kind of players that we expect to have here in Miami. So somebody I think that definitely should be considered for the role. Love him or hate him, I think he should be considered. Number 2,
I had to look at my little list because I almost forgot. It's Guillermo Barros Schelotto. And there's another player right there. Coach now. He's a coach for Boca Juniors, and he's doing really well with the team. He's got another person with a lot of experience with MLS. He played for the Crew. He coached for the Crew. Once again, if you're in MLS, you need to know the system. He knows the system. So that's, I think, one of the guys that should be considered by Inter Miami as a coach.
And he's a hot topic right now. Los Angeles Galaxy apparently are looking at him, considering him. So we need to snatch him up before they do. if that's, where the league wants to go. And again, I think it's important having a Latin coach with Latin, connections to the community. I mean, he's going to be able to speak to the fans in this community, there's a big Argentinian community here too. So
it's definitely going to help. And I think, he's my personal favorite. But there's another person that we consider might be one level above.
Number 1,
Zinedine Zidane, the best head butter in the world.
Why are you pointing at me?
Butter. Anyway.
Parquet.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, I think, if you want to be world class, you want to be a world class team, who better than a World Cup champion? Who better than the guy that took Real Madrid to the champions and beyond? This is a guy that I think should be really considered because we want to be considered a world class team. And that's the guy to do it.
Yeah, we want designated players on the field. He's a designated player off the field. He is as marketable as a lot of the players that you would have. So he's going to help you with the marketing, help you with the coaching. He understands talent. He is a talent. And I mean, he could definitely manage the big egos. I think that we expect to have on this team.
And more than anything, I think like he was saying, I think Inter Miami needs to get him soon before he's gone. And he could start building this team up from the get-go, from the beginning. Start with the youths and move them on up, and then he can get us the 3 designated players that we want to get, which I think is Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and
well, that's another top 5.
Yeah.
So we watch that top 5 when it goes up. So again, this is our top 5 for the Inter Miami head coach. I'm sure you guys have your own top 5, and there may be completely different names out there. I'm sure there's some English coaches out there that Beckham may be considering that we haven't even thought about. So put your top 5 down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to this channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching Futbol Miami TV.